Hi everyone. Today I'm going to be planning the month of February using these February monthly inserts and this February deco sheet. Both of these can be found in my Etsy shop and I'll link that down below. So to start off with, you'll notice this sticky note here. I only plan a month at a time and usually like a week or two prior to the beginning of the month. Otherwise, it's all blank except for sometimes a sticky note, which I use to jot down any like reminders or things to do for that particular month. And then when the time comes, I take this off and I'll go ahead and plan it out. This particular task is actually just a work task that I don't put in my my monthly spread. I save it for my weekly planning. So I'll go ahead and put that aside. My monthly calendar is used for like my family's birthdays, any bigger events, vacations, holidays, travel time, vacation time, or projects. So that's what I use my monthly spreads for. So to start off with, I always take the pages out of my planner and I cut little slits in all the hole punches of all my pages in here because I like to take them out when I'm planning, and then so this makes it easier. I don't have to keep opening and closing these rings. So I take this out, and these dividers here are actually from Heidi Swapp Memory Planner, and I re-punch them to fit in my personal size planner, but they don't come with these inserts here. I get a lot of questions about that, but I'm actually getting some new monthly dividers that I'm super excited about. And when they come, I'm gonna film a new planner setup video for you guys, so stay tuned for that. So anyways, to start off with, for my planning, I use an electronic calendar, and I use this monthly calendar differently. So my electronic calendar holds everything, and it's a shared calendar with my husband. And so it has everything on there like appointments and due dates and stuff like that. But for these pages, I like to use them for, like I said, just like project planning mainly and bigger events that I have to plan for. So I get my electronic calendar, and the first thing I look for is any trips or vacations, any days that I had to block off, because I like to use washi tape to block off those days. So I like to do that first. That's the first thing I like to put down. And on these deco sheets that I have in my shop, I like to put 2 strips of washi tape for that purpose. I mean, you can use it to decorate the edges of your inserts or decorate one box, cut it up. But I like to use it to block off days. So the first set of days I had to block off is the 6th through the 10th. And so what I'll do is I have my paper cutter, and I'll take one of these strips and just cut it in half. And then I also have some to block off the 21st to the 26th. After I do that, I look for any like birthdays or celebration or events to mark down. So of course we have Valentine's Day, and sometimes I turn the page upside down just so I can see the spacing a little bit better that way. And then on the 16th is my daughter's birthday. So I have these balloons that I usually use to mark birthdays, but since it's my daughter's birthday, I want to make it a little bit more special by using this purple glitter flag. And it works out perfectly because her favorite color is purple. And then on the 18th, I have a baby shower, and I mentioned before that I don't usually put like parties on this monthly spread, but this particular baby shower, I think I'm helping to plan. So like I said, I use this for project planning. So I'll go ahead and mark that as a reminder that I need help with that. And then on the 20th is President's Day. So go ahead and put that down. Then what I do is I see if there's any projects, bigger projects that need to be done. So for instance, on February 3rd is First Friday, and that's when I like to do the First Friday release like a new deco sheet the first Friday of the month. So I like to mark that with the asterisk. And this block of days I'll mark with this suitcase. I made these pretty generic, so you can use it as a suitcase or a briefcase for work. I'll mark this one as well. And then that's all the bigger stuff I have going on. The next thing I do is I go to my goals, monthly goals or monthly tasks. If you guys saw, I had a video series a couple weeks ago about setting goals. And so like here I have my top 3 goals for the year. Then I break them down into monthly, weekly. I have this here. I'm reworking my weekly, so here's my weekly, and my daily things. So these goals are broken down so it's integrated into my planning. And so here on my monthly list, I like to review it and see if I'm covering everything. So for example, healthy habit. I like to do every month a new healthy habit. So like for January, we did no junk food because we were really bad, like, you know, during the holidays, of course. So we were trying to get back on track as much as possible. So this month, I had to decide what we're going to do for February. And then I have family adventure. So that's every week we have family dates, but family adventure is something kind of a little bit out of the normal stuff that we do. So that's already kind of planned into this block of days, so I don't have to write that down. Then First Friday release here, I'll go ahead and write that in. And then freebie, so every month I like to do a free printable. And I know I haven't done it yet for January, but I'm still planning to, so look out for that. Backup devices and planner. Take care of my daughter's hot lunches. All I do is like reorder it every month. And then my work, I have to do the communications planning for the month and editorial calendar for the planner spot. So that's it for the monthly to-dos. And then what I also like to do is I like to go back here to my dividers, and these are by category. The first one is personal, and I like to see if there's anything here like on a bigger scale of projects that I can pull into February. So this is usually just a brain dump of smaller tasks to do, and then this sticky note right here is usually the bigger tasks or bigger kind of projects. And I do want to update my passwords and get that all squared away, so I'll add that to my February. And then, so this is personal, this is the planner spot, and I haven't quite decided yet what I'm going to focus on for February, because I already have a lot of stuff that I'm trying to get done. Like I'm looking into pocket size inserts, I'm trying to see about offering dividers in the shop, and also I'm trying to get my blog started on my website and get that kind of rolling. So Some of those might flow into February, so I just kind of had to see how the next week or two goes. So I'll fill that in later. And then my last tab is for my work, and I usually don't have a lot of ongoing projects. Usually I just have a list here of smaller tasks, but right now I'm all caught up on that, so I have nothing to put in for work. And then so I went through my goals and my kind of like brain dump areas. Then I like to have a month focus. So I kind of mentioned how the healthy habit for January was no junk food. That was also my month focus just because I wanted us to get back on track for the new year. But my monthly focus is not always the same as my healthy habit. So for instance, this month, I'm gonna choose a healthy habit, but the month focus is actually having to do with this week here. There's a lot of preparation to go into that week, so that's going to be the focus of the month. And I'm going to use this little clipboard here. And I like to use this sticker here this month. So yeah, I always like to put what the biggest focuses of the month, and I put it on this monthly spread. So every time I look at it, I'm reminded of what I have to do. So now I'm just gonna fill out everything else here. All right, so I have everything filled out, and then the last thing I like to do is add a little deco. So if you follow me, you know that I like to keep a lot of white space. I do minimalist planning, so I'm really just going to add very little to this, and I want to add this little heart. My 8-year-old daughter actually drew this heart, and I made it into a sticker. So I'll add that here. And then later, I don't have my other sticker book with me, but later I'll probably add a little sticker quote right here. But otherwise, that's pretty much how I like to leave it. Nice and clean, a lot of white space. So that way I just focus on the projects and things I really need to focus on without a lot of noise around. So yeah, that's how it looks. These are all the stickers that I have left. And I will use these in my daily spread, or if you do weekly, you could use it in your weekly spread. Another note about February. So February is for Valentine's Day, but because I'm a minimalist planner, I didn't want to do a lot of like the pink and the reds and the lovey-dovey stuff. I kept it pretty simple. I did use purple in honor of Valentine's Day, and a little bit of hearts, but otherwise I kept it simple because not everybody, might be big into Valentine's Day. Maybe they're just not into it. Maybe they don't have a significant other. So I try to keep it very functional for everybody to use. And then I did also include this Girls Night Out sticker, this Me Time sticker, so you can use that instead of Valentine's Day if you wanted to, or any time else in your planning. But yeah, so I try to keep it pretty functional, so anyone can use it even if you're not big into Valentine's Day. So that's how I plan my February. Let's put that back into my planner. I hope that you enjoyed this video, maybe got some ideas for your own planning, and let me know if you have any questions in the comments down below. Thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye.